Today in Roblox, I am playing a bunch of different games and I'm ranking them. They're all going to be shooters. And with that being said, let's hop into the first game, which is Operation 1. So, obviously, we have to start with Operation 1 first. This is, the game that I spent most of my time on for YouTube and stuff like that. The thing that probably a lot of you guys came to watch when you guys subscribed to me. Sorry that I'm changing my games a lot. But anyways, this game's decently fun. It's not a bad game. And me personally, I put it at B tier. The reason why is because I feel like while it's trying to be as much of a tactical shooter like R6, it's just not there. It's more of a arcade type shooter. Now, what I will say is with just the game itself, B tier. With the mods, D tier. Now this isn't even including anything to do with bans and anything like that. It's just overall, it's just the moderation team is just it's a little odd. Them as people are a little odd. Them as moderators are a little odd. But besides the point, anyways, I'm gonna just rate it as the game B tier. Let's get in the next one. Next up, we got one of my new favorite games. We got Bloxstrike. Now, Bloxstrike is one of my more favorite games because it's just, I don't know, everything about it, bro. It's just like there's constantly something happening. I mean, it's a CS:GO clone, obviously. It's gonna be a good game when you're cloning, something that's like really, really good, and like a bunch of people play anyways. But I love it a lot because it's just like there's something always happening. The rounds start really quickly. Unlike Operation 1, if you're playing Operation 1 and you're on attack, unlike R6, you can't just like go into your drone or anything like that. There's no boring part of the game. You're always doing something. Now it is a complete opposite version of Operation 1, where Operation 1, if you're not aimed in, you're more likely to lose. This game, if it's like you're more hip firing, it's more of a CS:GO type game. Now, I love CS:GO type games. I love this game. It's really, really fun to me. And me personally, it's a S tier. Now, this game is called Murder Duels. And I might be wondering, why am I playing all these random games? Well, I was playing the top 7 Roblox games that are shooters. Operation 1 was 7K current players. Bloxstrike 9K. Murder Duels 10K. I'll start like listing off the player counts now. Anyways, I was playing this game, and honestly, for it being an arcade shooter, like an arcade type game, this game was actually decently fun. Like it wasn't that bad. I actually really liked playing it. I feel like that. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with the game. The hit register is actually pretty decent. It's also pretty big. I can't lie, but I think there's nothing bad or wrong with this game. It's just not really the type of game that I'd make a bunch of videos on, but it does look really cool. There's a bunch of like abilities and stuff like that. I'd put it at a C tier, which is for a arcade type game like this, honestly C tier isn't bad. For arcade games, this is an S tier. S or A tier easily, but for all shooter games overall, also ignore how bad my whiffs are here. But anyways, I'd put it at C tier. With that being said, let's get into the next game. This game is called Sniper Arena and has 11K concurrent players as of recording again. This game was decently fun. I like that they added a free-for-all like non-bots mode, because when I used to play this, there was only bots mode. Like you'd always play with bots, and it was actually kind of annoying. I'm not the best at this game, but I also don't really like how good no scoping is in the game. I feel like that should be worse than how it is. But it is very, very like forgiving. You just no scope in the direction of them and they'll die. I feel like aiming in should be more used rather than no scoping. But no scoping is actually kind of like easy in the game. But overall, it's not a bad arcade shooter. Again, another arcade shooter. It's honestly kind of odd that like all the top Roblox shooter games are all arcade shooters, where it's like they're all like similar in a way, or filled with bots. But anyways, this game I also put at a C tier. It's not bad. This game is called One Tap with 19K concurrent players. Now this game, I can't lie, is exactly like Sniper Arena. However, it's more like 8-bit pixely kind of game. I like the style of it, but I can't lie, it is filled, and I mean filled with bots. It is fully just bots, and it's kind of crazy. But I feel like it's just to, like, make kids feel like they're good at the game. That's what I feel like. It's so high. I can't lie, I don't understand how all these top games, all these top Roblox shooter games are all like arcade filled with bot. I don't know. It's odd. Anyways, this game personally, I like the style of it, but because it's filled with bots, because it's so like odd, I think I put this F tier actually. I put an F tier when I made the tier list, but honestly, after playing all the other ones, I think I'll put it at D tier. So even though it's F tier, imagine it D tier. Anyways, let's get into the next game. This game is called Hypershot with 22k people playing. Now, I can't lie, this is the most arcade shooter ever, and the physics of it, the sliding, the power-ups, it is fully just arcade. That is what it is, 100%. It is filled with bots. It is everything to do with like just making it action packed to the point where it's like, there's always something happening, but it's the bad kind of something always happening, where it's like, it is there's so many pop-ups, there's things all over your screen, there's confetti, there's a kill streak thing on the side, there's everything's just popping up. It is so like if you have no attention span, that's what I'm trying to say. Like this is the type of game that for those people. Me personally, the amount of bots, the pop-ups, everything it is easily an F tier. I don't know how this has 22k people playing it, but I guess it's for the people that have very low attention spans. Anyways, let's get into the next game. Now, this game is called Rivals with 286k players. Now, if you want to know how I feel about the game, honestly, I'll just let my live commentary speak for itself. What is that? What is this? Why am I lagging? What is my sense? Hold up. Why am I auto shooting? What happened to this game? What am I even playing? What is happening? I was shooting automatically. There was just a bunch of random stuff happening. I was confused. I don't know what happened in this game, man. Like back in my day, bro. I'm just joking. But like when this game first came out, bro, I bought the pack where it's like, you unlock all this like items and stuff like that, except for the paid the paid ones. I didn't unlock those ones, but I paid like Robux and everything for all the base weapons. And man, bro, like what happened in this game? What is happening? Right, so I don't really play this game anymore, but coming back to it, it was a little odd, everything that was happening, and it is I don't know, bro, a lot was happening. Me personally, I put this game in F tier. When I was playing this game a long time ago, it was okay, but now it went to poo, bro. I don't know what's happening anymore. Also, this game is insanely, I feel like, I don't know, it has a lot of cheaters. Honestly, I don't know how it has 286k players. Like I'd understand it if it was like up in like the 10s to 20s, but 200k, almost 300k as at the time of recording, I feel like that's kind of bonkers. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you guys want me to do this again, or put in the comments any type of other game recommendations if you guys have any. And peace.